Welcome back, guys. In this lesson, we will talk about how to track if somebody visits a website and downloads something on our website. So I'll show you two, three solutions, but I will take you through how you can track them with different websites who have different, ways in which the coding is done. So let me take you through and show you how I track on my website as to whoever comes and how many people eventually click on download the brochure or download the PDFs. Yeah. So this is my tag manager account. So before I go to tag manager, I want to show you, this is my website. So when people go to my website, right, there are some pages called, I want to know how many people eventually click on this. I want to know how many people eventually click on this. I want to know how many people eventually click on this, right? So in my case, what I'm doing is when people click on this, okay, let me move it. When I put the cursor here, you see, when I put the cursor here, when people click on this, they go to a page called download syllabus. So I'm opening this tab page in a new tab, and when people go to this, they opens in a different tab or a different page called download brochure and download syllabus. So I want to know how many people eventually come to my site and end up clicking on this particular button, download bootcamp syllabus or download, you see, download bootcamp brochure, because whoever clicks on these two buttons eventually end up going to my PDF document. So I want to track how many people eventually click on this. So I'm going to go to GTM. So remember, I showed you two URLs. I'm going to go to GTM. So I'm going to first create a trigger. So to create a trigger, what I'm going to primarily do is I generally create an alt click trigger first. Generally, for people who are new, who might not understand how GTM works, remember, you can create a trigger called alt click. Alt click trigger is nothing but you just go, you create a new trigger. There are several types of built-in, trigger types available. So I'll simply go select alt click elements. So when I create this trigger, what will happen is, whenever somebody comes to my site and click on an element on my site, anywhere, GTM will immediately push an event into data layer called GTM.click. It will not just push an event into data layer called GTM.click. It will also push the values associated to the particular element as to what is the text of the element, what is the ID of the element, what is the target of that element, what are the classes of the element, and what is the text of that element. So you can use those values and you can set up another trigger, which is a specific trigger. So right now I already have all click trigger. I'm not going to show you, all click trigger. It's very general. Remember, all click trigger is whenever people click, GTM will listen and push an event into data layer with all the values of that particular element that user interacted with. But I don't want to send a tag to Facebook whenever people click. I want to send an event to Facebook only when people click on download bootcamp syllabus and download bootcamp brochure. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a specific trigger. So you go create a new trigger. So I'll say trigger as PDF download button clicks. So I'm going to go click all elements, and here I'm going to do some clicks. I don't want it to fire on all clicks. I want it to fire only when people click on this particular text. So you see what text. So whenever people click on this, the text that GTM will capture and send it into data layer is download bootcamp syllabus. So whenever people go and click on this button, GTM will push an event into data layer, and along with the event, they push some details, and that detail, one such detail is download bootcamp brochure. I'll show them live once I implement this. Download bootcamp brochure, and you see download bootcamp syllabus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going here and I'm creating some clicks, and here I'm saying some clicks or click text contains, or I'll put this, matches regular expressions. They're capital, so I want to put download or, you see, I want to check once, download bootcamp syllabus, download bootcamp BROCHURE. You see, download bootcamp brochure, and then I'll put download bootcamp. So I'm saying GTM that trigger this only when people click on any element whose click text contains download bootcamp syllabus and download bootcamp brochure. I'm using regular expression, that's why I put pipe. Pipe represents OR. So I go to tags now. I set up a new tag, and that tag is a custom event tag. So click on new. I go to tags, choose the same option, custom HTML. And I'll choose something called FAQ track, or let me track, and I'll give the name of it as PDF download event name, and I'm going to send which PDF they downloaded. I want to see it here. Click text. And I also want to know on which page they downloaded this. I'll say which page path. So these are the variables. I close it. So I am sending object parameters. One key is PDF with the value of the click text, and page is page path. Remember, I have to fire this only after the pixel is fired. So I'll go to tag sequencing, fire a tag before this event tag fires, and that tag is the initialization of the pixel tag. So let me wait until this pixel initialization tag is completed. Pixel initialization tag. Yeah. So when I come to trigger here, I'll choose one trigger. And the trigger that I'm going to use is the one that I've, yeah, PDF button click trigger. And here I'll say FB PDF download event tag. So I click on preview. When I click on preview again, it will take my website into a special environment where I can see and debug if the tags that I have set up are working as intended. So see, what I'm going to do is I'm opening this page called download brochure. I want to preview it on that particular URL. So I'm waiting for the site to load. At the right bottom, you'll see the debugger connected. That means the preview is live and active on this particular page. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to you see what I'm going to do. You see, right now only the page loaded. So you'll have gtm.js, which is like container load, then gtm.dom, which is dom ready, and then gtm.load, which is the window load. Remember, I've already implemented scroll tab whenever people scroll 10, 20, 30. So here, by the time I loaded the page already scrolled 10, 20, 30 because the page is little small. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. You see, I am holding a control button and I click on the icon. Now you see, the moment I click, there is another event that is registered here called click. When I click here, you see PDF download event is fired. Now you might say, why it fired? Because go to the variables. I put a condition when the click text contains download bootcamp syllabus or brochure. You see, click text contains download bootcamp brochure. And this click text exactly matches with the trigger condition. Remember the trigger condition I have put here, you see, trigger condition matches download bootcamp. That is why the trigger matched, right? Now you see. So I told you whenever person clicks, GTM will push an event. And you see what event is pushed into data layer? GTM.click. You want to see the values that were pushed? All these values were pushed. But right now, because it's a PDF, lot of other values are not pushed. But you can see click text here. Click text is the auto event variable. And all these other values are data layer variables. So all these values are picking the real values from the data layer. And who's pushing values into data layer? GTM is doing. But who instructed GTM to push values at that particular time? We, when we set up a trigger. And remember, I set up a trigger for all clicks. I set up a trigger for specific clicks. I'm using the specific click trigger to fire my tag. If you click somewhere else, my tag will not fire because the tag that I have put up here, which is the PDF download tag, I set up in such a way that it will only fire when people click whose click text contains download bootcamp brochure, download syllabus. You see now? Now if I go to this page, you see already event is triggered. You see, tag is already fired. The event is already dispatched to Facebook. Tag is fired. And the moment tag is fired, what happens? I'm sending an event called track PDF download. An event called PDF download is already dispatched to Facebook. I hope you're able to understand, right? This is how you do it. Or you can even use some conditions. You can use some conditions like whenever people click on a URL. I'll give you one other example. Here I'm using a trigger called click text, or you can use a trigger condition called regular expressions when the click URL contains .pdf at the last. So I can use click text because click text is easy. So I am showing you this method, or if you want to go with another method, you can simply go when people click on all elements or some clicks whose click URL matches regular expressions dot pdf. I'll put $. That means this will only fire when people click on any link whose link ends with .pdf, right? So this is one trigger you can still use, and both of them, if you put a tag to fire for this event, or sorry, trigger, the events will be dispatched to Facebook, and that is how you can track whenever people click on this particular downloads, right? I hope you got it, and this information you can use in Facebook to create custom audiences, or you can create a custom conversion. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video with something different and amazing. Thank you.